and Blog Talk Radio is overloaded, and that's why there was no internet radio program going on today on my Blog Talk Radio, the Age of Remembrance. So, it's a very good thing that I have uh, an open platform here on Ustream.tv channel, which I'm usually here every Thursday. But for today, I'm coming on live right now to continue with what I was planning to do anyway, which is now very apropos for today, which is called Surround Yourself in White Light and the Violet Flame. Now, I was supposed to speak on that at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, which would have been 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern, but I was not able to get into the platform. Not that I was blocked or anything, it's just that when you have events like yesterday, everybody's all over the internet and such. So, this program, I'm going to, I don't know how long it's going to be today. I've been up since last night, so many people texting and asking my opinion and thought. I really don't have one, other than that we all do the best that we can to be the light and radiate the light. We all have an opportunity to express our grief or our anger. I always say, though, don't express it so that it's harmful to someone else. It's not necessary. If you're feeling the heaviness, then you work it out through yourself. Don't, blast somebody over the top of the head because, your particular personality choice didn't make it. All right? And we know this is still serious. I've seen a lot of negativity in very subtle ways already today up and down the main boulevard. The college campus has been hit with some negativity already, but it was done overnight, which is what a lot of personalities do. They like to rant and rave at midnight because they could hide. But those of us who are in the light, we stay in the light. And even though we feel down, I must say I felt down, but I felt down for the entire planet. I felt down for all of those who are continuously striving to see a better day, have a better day, create a better day in the midst of all of this negativity that goes on in this matrix. And it is highly important for us to stay focused. And when I say us, that is everybody, as long as we see past the external and stay connected with the internal that's in each and every one of us, that God light that's on the inside can express itself. So one of the ways we might think why this is happening and why this has to be, well, it's happened so that those of us that have the keys can continue to unlock doors, can continue to express the light that is necessary, that continue to live the light within themselves that is necessary, to continue to express unconditional love, which is necessary. So, this sounds like already an affirmative prayer, so I might as well kick this off as I do, whether it's Blog Talk Radio or Ustream, for the Circle of Grace 1, through divine power and by divine grace. May the words that you hear today create motivational energy points in your life so that you could shine a brighter light into the world, which is now necessary, so that you can live expansively, continuously, so that you could have your children and your grandchildren, your neighbors, live continuously, so that your principles can continue to expand. We meaning all of us, whether we have a good thought or not, we are being observed by our higher selves. So know that our higher selves are looking upon us and actually guiding us and maneuvering us through all of these changes that are going on. Amen, and so shall it be. We're going to be all right. I have a deep feeling that we're going to be fine. Now, before I step into talking about white light and violet light flame, and I'm also going to incorporate the three F's, which is the fourfold flame at the end. And the reason you want to use a fourfold flame is so that you are releasing any negative thoughts or feelings of your own that you might be harboring and not realizing it. Also, we come in touch all the time with the positive and negative waves around us. And thoughts and emotions are riding on those waves extensively. It is just like when many of you remembered when that nuclear plant in Chernobyl, had that explosive energy and that leak, and all that nuclear stuff was in the atmosphere. And then people would think, well, wow, if the wind kicks it and blows it, who else is going to get affected by it? Well, it's the same with thoughts. It is the same with feelings. It's the same with illusions. It's the same with anger. So if anger is blustering up in the atmosphere, that anger gets picked up by many other individuals all the time. And everyone has to deal with that energy. As much as we might say that, oh, it doesn't affect us and, oh, we're going to be okay. No, you're not going to be okay unless you exercise being all right. The reason why I said exercise being all right, because all right is more powerful than okay. See, that when people say A-OK, A-OK was a symbol to eradicate a whole bunch of people long ago. So we want to use all right, because all right is not going to eradicate anyone. It's going to elevate everybody, no matter what level that you find yourself on. We already know that we create a vision within ourselves, a dream and a vision. And this play or this stage of life gets carried out. And even when you aren't thinking anything negative, somebody else is. So let me repeat that. Even if you aren't thinking anything negative, you aren't planning anything negative, the opposite of you is. So, just as much as we might see negativity jump off in very subtle ways, 180 degrees opposite that is light. And light needs to be expressed. So let us take this moment, this quote unquote event that occurred recently, that has been, excuse me, not just occurring just last night, not just the last 17 months, not just the last 8 years, not just the last 16, 24, 30, or 32 years. Realize that there are various layers of consciousness going on all the time. Various layers of consciousness. Various layers of light, various layers of darkness. One feeds off the other. There's stuff going on all the time. All the time. Even when you recline to go to sleep or go into meditation, there's stuff going on all the time. There are subliminal messages going on all the time. We know that. This is why it's good not to read the paper all the time. It's good not to listen to the news all the time because, first of all, news is north, east, west, and south. And if you or I or anyone else is really in tune with ourselves, we realize that, yes, we are the universe. We are this one verse. However, the one verse is made up of multiple universes, multiple partnerships, multiple angles, multiple patterns that are going on all this time. Just like a math problem, some of them can be figured out and some have no end. There is no answer. It's just what? A postulate. Or better yet, it's a clause. Or better yet, it's a probability. And you don't know what the probability is until enough of it is weighted in the ethers and then it begins to materialize. So, yes, one of the reasons why my blog talk radio show didn't go on because my spirit of my higher self led me to go out and just walk and pray. Now, I'm always walking and praying. I'm always releasing light all the time. Even when I'm not feeling well, I'm always doing my duty, releasing prayers. Even when my mind is clogged about maybe my own personal stuff and my heart is blocked because of my own personal stuff, I still go out, clear my mind while I'm walking, then release whatever prayer that the universe is requiring me to release. So, what I realized what was going on was I did my 3 a.m. prayer, but I was out at 3 p.m. this afternoon, and I really got lost in the quote unquote time, the energy and space that was going on. And then realized when I stopped to have a bite to eat, I said, "Oh, it's 3:27 p.m. I'm nowhere near home, so I'm not going to have a show." But even though I got back and I put up some things and said I would be on at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, I wasn't allowed to be on. But I'm here. So, in a sense, what should have happened at 4, man-made time, my time, is happening now at our time, right here. So, I want to let you all know before I start this, there are many people out there who are expressing positiveness, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on, if MySpace is still in existence, I don't know, if Tumblr, all these places, blogging, you name it. This is a time of remembrance. We're in the age of remembrance. And each one of us is here to remember why we're here. It's not just, and I know all of us always talk about fifth dimensional consciousness and ascension for the planet and for all of us, but it's let me tell you something. It's a little more than that. It's a little more than ascending one's consciousness. It's a little more than ascending your physical body to match your consciousness. It's a little more than ascending your environment, which is going to get affected when the physical body gets affected because the mind and the emotions and the spirit within inside of you is elevating itself. It's more than that. It always is more than that. Because whatever we are doing, whether we realize it or not, we're laying a foundation, we're laying down some footsteps for those who have not awakened in their own consciousness as of yet, whatever that might be. So this is why we can't shoot somebody down because they don't agree with what we're agreeing with. Yeah, we see what happened, but that's a smaller picture. There's a much bigger picture behind that that's manipulating all of that within the grand scheme of this matrix. And I made a comment on my Facebook timeline page, and someone almost misread it the wrong way. They didn't realize that we were on the same page. And they kind of took it that I might have been grieving. Not really. I wasn't grieving for me. I was just grieving for the fact there are a lot of people who are unable to still break out of the eggshell and come out with their light. So many people will stay within the eggshell and never show their light. That's where my mind and heart was at that moment after seeing all of this stuff going on. And there are tons of things going on all the time. All the time. Beyond the physical, beyond your third eye, there's stuff going on all the time. So here we are. What are we choosing to do in this moment? I choose to shed more light. Unconditional love, compassion, and grace, which I call divine grace. Now, I can do more than that, but I know that's part of why I'm here on the planet. I'm anchoring that so other people can pick it up, so other people can see that they still can show that light of unconditional love, compassion, understanding, or if you want to use the term overstanding, that you actually can look over to the other side. But hey, you got to be able to do that even in your personal life, not just in your community, not just outside your neighborhood. Inside this neighborhood, you got to be able to do the same thing. So this light that I'm going to be talking about today, many of you always know that I'm talking about white light meditation. I'm teaching. In fact, two people have asked me as of last week, would I teach them how to channel? Now they're already channeling. I'm just going to teach them how to get clearer. So tonight, you're getting a taste of how I would teach how to channel, which is also how to meditate, which is also deals with how to affirm, how to have an affirmative prayer, how to pray, period, how to decree. It's all one and the same. It's not really different. It just has a different title on it and a different set of procedures that you have to do. But it's not designed to entrap you or keep you from creating your own procedure so that you can evolve to a higher level, so you can elevate at the moment. So let me briefly take you through a white light meditation. Then we're going to shift it into a violet flame of transmutation. We're going to transmute all this negative energy that's flowing through our brain, flowing through our olfactory nerves, flowing through our eyes, ears, mouth, you name it, chakras. We're going to switch all of that. We're going to burn up the dross. We're going to burn away the gross energy. And we're going to allow ourselves to radiate a violet flame energy. Now, we did it last week. Last Thursday, we were doing it. Many of you said you saw my show and you could see the little trace of violet on the screen. So it may be there today, it may not be there today on me, but I'm going to make sure that you have it. And then I'm going to flip the switch a little higher, and we're going to go into the fourfold flame. And I believe we did that last week as well. But now you need to kick that into gear. And you need to use that every day, because it's all of the lights utilized together. So let's get started. I want you to have both feet flat on the floor. I want you to inhale through the nose and release the breath through the mouth, slightly parted lips. Each inhalation and exhalation counts as one. You're going to do a set of 4 of those, starting right now. Just inhale. Don't hold the breath at the top, and exhale. Just let go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now, I'm going to have you repeat it again, and this time I want you to place your awareness on the totality of your physical body. Inhale and let it go and see the energy peel away on the physical body. Exhale. Switch to your emotions, how you're feeling right now, and inhale. See them dissolve as you exhale. Place your awareness about your thoughts, your brainwave level. Inhale. Being consciously aware, and now exhale. Release those thoughts. The last is the spiritual, which is everything. Physical, emotional, mental, intuitive, astral belt self, soul self, higher self, whatever you want to call it, atomic, admin self, monadic self, all of that. Inhale and drop it. Exhale. Take a moment and just check how you're feeling. Pay attention to how your body feels. The muscles are like a tape recorder. Whenever you are going through an experience, when the body tightens up, the muscles tighten up, and then it holds that feeling, that experience. And it'll hold on to it until you command it to let go. So you need to let it go. Very good. Now, place your tongue to the roof of your mouth behind your two front teeth. Inhale and exhale through your nose if at all possible. Every time you inhale, allow the navel area with the solar plexus to push down and forward. And this pulls on the lungs. The bronchial tubes are going to open up in the upper part of your lungs. If you raise your shoulders and then inhale a little bit more, you're going to get this rush of air up into the lungs, and then you exhale it and it sweeps it all out. So just be aware that you can do that as well. Just breathe. Just breathe. Now we're going to start with your white flame, white light energy. This energy, like any other energy, already exists within you and outside of you in your auric field. It's already there. It's not like you're conjuring it up. It's not like you're making it up and pretending that it's there. No, it's really there and it's always been there. You're just now going to tap into it. As you tap into it now, I mean, you grow consciously of it. Grow consciously of it from the center of your chest and just about 2 to 3 inches. I want to like to measure this. I got small hands, so from the center of your sternum, the length of your palm, so it's about 2.5 inches away from your sternum, away from your skin. That's where you want to place your awareness all the way around your body. This time, you're focusing from the heart, and all I want you to do is envision, which is your intention, white light of the universe and the earth coming into your body, energy coming up out of the earth that's pure, energy that's pulling down out of the universe that's pure, energy within your body that's pure. And now, as you inhale upon all that purity of energy, exhale it right in front of you. Place your awareness out in front of you. Wherever your eyes are landing, that's where it stops. And then you just inhale a little bit. and then exhale past the point where you stopped the first count. Very good. Inhale again and go even further away from the body. Place your awareness opposite the center of your sternum along your back, on your spine. The body already knows this. The body has done this for ages, for eons. All you have to do is just focus your mind, your awareness, onto your back. Inhale, and then exhale, releasing back behind you. And you'll feel it because your body will begin to tingle, which will tell you that it's matching where you had stopped in front of you the first time. Inhale, exhale, releasing and letting go even further with the second zone. Inhale, and releasing even further into the third zone behind you, which matches the one out in front of you. Now here's a unique thing that just popped into my mind. These walls of light are like petals, numerous petals of light. So what I'm going to have you do right now, envision big field like a petal of light, like a flower that opens down, that opens up, and then curls up a little bit and comes in. Just like if you had weights and you were curling weights, it's the same thing, front and behind you. Except it's not weighted, it's not heavy, it's physically light. See if you can place your awareness simultaneously to the front and to the back of you. As you inhale, feel both zones pull in toward you a little bit, and as you exhale, they both roll back out at the same time in unison. Inhaling, curling in just a tad, and then rolling back out a little further. One more time, inhaling, and then rolling back out, both the same way. Let's shift to the right side. Know that the front and back are folding out as you exhale and curling back a little bit as you inhale. That's what it's doing, okay? Just place your awareness to the right because the front and the back is full of divine intelligence and is taking on and creating that effort effortlessly. Go to your right. If you want, stick your arm out to the right, your hand, palm up, and you'll do the same thing. Inhale, bring your hand back in. You're almost doing a little Tai Chi, little Qigong, as if you would like to touch yourself, but about right over your shoulder. Exhale, back out, halfway. In other words, don't lock the elbow out. Just leave it slightly bent, a little past 90 degrees, which will help you. Inhale. Okay, now as it's inhaling, let it out more, and this time, don't lock the elbow. Just palm up, okay? If you want, turn it down like this. Take it like right here. I put my hand in front of you. Flex it down. Flex it down so more of the energy will pop up out of you and head out to the right. Do it now with your left. Now I got a mirror over here, so I can't go in. I got a closet space there. But etherically in my mind, I'm doing it. To my left. You do it to your left also. As you feel this presence, know that sooner or later, you're going to get your right and your left side to do the same exact thing that the front and back is doing. Starting right now. Exhaling, back out halfway. Inhaling in, and then releasing it out to the right and the left at the same time. and back in. Now we're going to do something a little different also so that you really could feel this flow. Do you know there's a space between your 90-degree out in front of you and 90 degrees that's being created from your front to your right, from your right to your back, from your front to your left, and from your left side out to your back? There's four other spaces, the diagonal planes of energy. So play with that right now. Feel first front and back curling outward and curling back in. Unite the right and left, curling out with the front and back. And as you inhale, coming back in. This time, when you exhale out, shift your awareness to that right corner, like on a clock or 1 o'clock. And inhale on it and exhale on it. And then incorporate 7 o'clock, which is really 7 and 8, just like 1 and 2 got tapped into. Very good. Just be aware now that you have this front and back, right and left, and then you got the 1 to 2 o'clock area and the 7 to 8 o'clock area behind you working in conjunction, in unison with all of this, with 12, 3, 6, and 9. So what do you need to do now? Throw your energy out to the 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock zone. Inhale on it. Exhale on it. Inhale on it. Exhale on it. You might feel slightly dizzy. That's okay. You're just pushing energy out of your body. Focus now right down there opposite the 10 and 11. You're going to focus into the 4 and 5 zone. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, if you're doing this, you're going to feel some tickling going on right around the ridge of your ear. Right around the ridge of your ear, right on the side of your neck, which means you're getting the zone. Just like if you're going into the 10 and 11 o'clock zone, you're going to feel something just right here, right along the edge of the eye socket. Right there where the eyebrow comes down. You're going to feel a little tingling down in there. You're opening up. So I'm just giving you a hint that you can do the same thing now with inside your own head, inside your neck, inside your lungs, inside your heart, inside your pancreas and your liver and your spleen and your bladder and your stomach and your gallbladder. It can just, and your kidneys and your adrenals. You can open up these energy zones inside your arms and legs. Open up these energy zones with the same technique. It's just clearing the energy for you. Now, why are we doing this? We're doing this because your higher self is asking that you do this so that you remain clear as a whistle on the inside. So that your personal space gets magnetic with divine light. So that the second zone, which I call the neutral zone, gets its energy of divine light, and so that the external, where other people will begin to overlap with you, if they're standing at a distance like 8, 9, 10 feet away from you, their energy has to feel this positive light all the way around you. That is the purpose of this, one of them. So now, let's focus your energy beneath you. If you were standing, would be under the soles of your feet, but you're seated. So underneath your chair cushion, act as if though you're seated on one of those fitness balls, right? That are firm enough and you can rock on it, and it keeps your legs where you need it to be. And I want you to focus your awareness down into the center of that ball of light. Down into the center of that ball of light. Inhale. And where are you bringing this energy to? I need you to bring this energy up around your sacral chakra. And I need you to then release it back down into the center of the ball, onto the other side of the ball, into the ground. And now you can inhale to the center of the ball and release it through the ball into the earth. Very good. Now all of that we were exercising, north, south, east, west, diagonals, that's also in this. So that plane of energy around by your heart has already captured that energy underneath. And now we're lifting this energy up, letting it percolate on its own. And now we're going to that point just over our head. So if you were to lift your arm up at your shoulder, right where your top of your head is right about where your elbow is, right? So from that point up, you're going to go all the way toward the ceiling and past the ceiling. Ready? Inhale. Let that energy go from the top of your head right about where your wrist would be. Pull it back down just a little bit toward your forearm and exhale it past your hand. At the halfway point, maybe where your fingertips are, and then bring it back down again. You can relax your shoulder to exercise it, and then push up, release it again through the wall, through the ceiling. So if you're in a house that has 2 levels, you're blasting the second floor of your house or apartment right on out into the sky. Be aware of it now. Be aware of beneath you, and do both at the same time. There was a stance in Tai Chi that always had to practice, and I've gotten back into it. It was called the Poles of Immortality. Way back then, used to practice it, and I've started practicing it again. The Poles of Immortality is where you put one palm up over your head toward the ceiling, and the other palm past your waist by your hip, palm down. And you would bend the elbows as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you would open up the elbow, pushing up and then pushing down. And that was taking the chi up through your body and down out of your body into the earth. And it was designed also to stretch your spine. And when you first did this in the beginning, you didn't feel like you were stretching your spine. You felt like your shoulder was locked. You felt like your pelvis joint and hip joint was locked. But really, you were opening up everything. Do that again. Inhale. From your heart center, focus all the way up through the top of your head and out through the ceiling. Good. This time, bring the focus from your heart down into the second chakra, and from the ground up through the second chakra to the solar plexus. And your navel's right in the center. Place your mind right there. Inhale. You're going to pull on both zones, and exhale, releasing them through each other. So in essence, you took that water triangle, which is the upper part going up, and the fire triangle, which was going down. You passed the 2 points between each other, and you got that little 6-pointed Star David thing, which is representative of your Merkaba energy up and down. Well, pyramid up and the pyramid facing down, overlapping at their bases. You relax into it, let go. Now, what I want you to do now, we're going to take you right into the fourfold flame. Taking you right into the fourfold flame. All right. Now, in order to create this, we've got this energy field going on already. You, it's going on by its own. Those petals are moving simultaneously together, if you want, moving together. All fields of energy are doing the same thing. Curling in, curling out. Curling in as you inhale, curl out further as you exhale. Above you, opening up there and coming back down, and underneath you, going down and coming back up, but they're all together. In other words, the energy is moving like this, and energy is moving like that, all together, and energy is moving like that, all together, and energy is moving like that, all together. All zones are expanding and contracting at the same time. So, now when you do this fourfold flame, it's going to incorporate the violet flame of transmutation first. And then right on top of that are going to be a band of gold, a band of black flame, and then another band of gold. So in order for you to take this on, you know how you strike a match on a matchbox? You strike it and you get that flame. I want you in your mind to strike a match, but it's the flame is a violet flame. And I want you to, if you want, close your eyes, see yourself doing that, and then inhale upon the flame so that the flame is moving toward you, getting inside of your auric field, already a part of your etheric body, passing into your heart center, heart chakra. This small flame begins to expand because you are allowing it to expand internally. It is a rich violet flame. It is more like an antiseptic mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So it acts as a purifier. It transmutes. Mutes means to change. Mutation is changing something and making it different, but making it far different than what it was before. Making it erratically different than what it was before. It doesn't look like anything it did when it came into you. Just inhale upon the flame and let it change. As it changes, you're seeing the etheric form of that flame inside your body, clearing the skin all over. You are allowing for that process to take place. It is important to put the etheric flame on the inside of your body, where it belongs. It is now on the inside of your body, and you're rolling it throughout your chakras, rolling it throughout your meridians, rolling it through your nadis, through the points where the meridians cross, and there's special points where the chi can be reactivated, or the chi can be turned off or turned down, as well as turned up. And you are feeling this process. And as you're feeling this process, there is a cleansing, a purification that the violet flame is doing. It is even in your cellular memory. It is in your DNA. It is in your bloodstream. And it is gradually, for an indefinite period of time, changing in the most subtlest of ways everything within. It is dissolving everything that you no longer need, even old agreements, old contracts, old soul contracts, old partnership contracts with various people, places, and things. It is being able to release all that is no longer needed. In fact, that's what you are projecting and asking, and you are projecting and asking that this continues to take place effortlessly without a struggle. You don't need to be struggling. You want the whole body to get in. You want to relax the whole body. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Now, as this is taking place, just like the folds of energy are going in and out in the different directions all at the same time, expanding and contracting, this minute violet flame has gotten smaller and it is traveling throughout your body. So let's go back to the heart chakra inside the body with the violet flame. And let's first go to those places that are disturbing to you. Maybe you've got places where there's tension in your body, stiffness in your joints, calcium deposits building up in your joints. Maybe candidiasis is trying to spread throughout the girth of your body. You're now going to mentally tell the cells of your body that you unconditionally unconditionally love yourselves. Now, have yourself repeat that. I love my cells. I love my body. Doesn't matter what the condition is right now, you got to send it love. Love is the great radiator. Love is the great magnetism. Unconditional love is the cream of the crop. Love thyself. And then you could share that. Even if no one is looking for it, you can expand that love. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start really focusing now on this violet flame inside your body. For some of us, it might be cool. For others, it might be warm. For others, it might be hot. You start sweating. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's releasing. It's dissolving. It is transmuting any toxic forms that are in the body, any toxic elements that are in your body. That's being changed. Any toxic elements is being changed. Now, as that element is flowing through your body, also let it come up into your throat and your thymus area, in your thyroid area. Let it come up. Let it stretch out through your shoulder muscles, through the bone marrow, throughout your body. Let it seep into the bones and into the bone marrow. Let it get right in there. Let it travel up into the fascia, which is the fiber energy just beneath your skin that lays on top of your muscle. That chamber of fibers allows the chi to flow through your body. The chi is in the bloodstream, it's in the blood vessels, it's in the nerves and the nerve endings, It's in the bones. It's in the teeth. It's in the hair follicles and the hair. It's in your gums. It's in your tongue. It's throughout your skin. Yes, it is. You are allowing this violet flame to travel because it needs to travel right now. You need for it to travel through your organs, all of your organs, right into your intestinal tract, large and small, right into the testicle area and the ovary areas, right into the tubes and the linings, right down into your ankles, your feet, your Achilles tendons, your all your other tendons catching your knees, elbows, shoulders, fingers, joints of the fingers, wrist joints, neck, the entire vertebrae. Just allow that to be. Let the violet flame of transmutation and transformation flow through. Call it up out of your cells. Fill it up with your breath and let it roll through your body. As that is going now, rolling through your body like a horse galloping through your body. Violet flame. And it's moving with the white flame that you already got there. The two. You didn't really separate. It's now a part of that. So the violet and the white light might look like a lavender light to you now. It's in there. It's moving. Let it move. And you'll feel it act on your entire body right now. There's something else in your body that's itching. It's acting on that too. You got a bloated sensation, it's acting on that too. You got stiffness in your neck and your joints, up tightness in your rib cage, it's acting on that as well. Let it act on it. Let it act. Tickling along your head and eyes is acting on that as well. Really take it in there. Go deep as you can. Relax. Go deeper. Spirit of Akhenaten is here as we're doing this. And he says, in your mind's eye and in your heart center, envision yourself being in a minute form. See yourself washing down the body internally with the white and the violet flames together, sweeping out all the toxic particles of doubt, fear, and illusions, sweeping out all of this energy, and now concentrating all of your energy to turn every toxic thing into its opposite again. Begin to see the darkest part of yourselves change instantaneously. You command the darkest part of yourself to change instantaneously. One more time, just say, change instantaneously. Now, everything on the inside of you, Akhenaten says, is changing instantaneously. We're not just talking about it as a thought. This is an action that is going on at the deepest core of who you are. In other words, your divine self that is on the inside of you is wakening up, is reawakening, uncovering, recovering, discovering, birthing itself into this fifth dimensional consciousness. We just jumped some planes just now. So those of you who are listening now, and those of you who will see this later, let me tell you, you just jumped some planes just now. I went out and I came back in. Akhenaten's here, baby. You just shifted right now. And we didn't even step into the other flames yet. There's three more. So we're now going to step into those other three flames. But first we got to take that violet flame that's on the inside, that is mixed with the white flame, and is giving you this crystalline powdery light form in your body. We've now restructured it and rewired you into greater self-love. Right now, wherever you are seated, the walls don't exist. The ceiling and the floor doesn't exist. The things that you hear, traffic at distance doesn't exist. Other people in their homes doesn't exist. There's nothing here. You know, somebody they said nothing here but light, 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 and you're it. The universe says now, tag you're it. Just focus on the violet flame on the inside. Inhale upon it and bring it to the surface. Bring it up out of the belly. Bring it up out of the walls. Leave some of it there, though. Let the remains of it travel throughout your body. The violet light is in your bloodstream. It is in your cells. It's in your DNA. It's all in your genetic structure. Let it stay there, but bring a little bit up out of it. Like the soup. Bring it up. Like sweat. Bring it up. Like saliva. Bring it up. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's in your saliva. Every time you swallow, it's replenishing your system. It's in your bloodstream, it's replenishing your system. Bring it up. Bring it up. As you inhale, bring it into your eyes. Bring it into your eyes. Close your eyes if you want and see throughout your body. This miniature version of you is walking throughout your body, making it so. Turning on all the dials. Opening up all the gateways. The miniature you is moving around inside of you. Bringing up the energy. Bringing up the energy. Bringing up the energy. And now it's oozing out of the crown of your head, oozing out of your third eye, coming out of your eyes, coming out of your ears, coming out of your mouth, coming out of the pores of your body. And every other orifice that's there is coming out onto your skin. A violet light. And this violet light is acting as a flame. And it is on the outside of your skin, but it is flowing in the fascia, Fascia, that cord and fiber that sits on top of your muscles just beneath the lowest part of your skin. It's moving around your body. You might feel some warmth, some tingling sensation. Just let it flow. Bringing that energy up now. Up, up, up. Let it get into your pores of your skin. Now let's radiate this bad boy. Let's get it out there. Just feel it on your skin. A violet light. Violet light is on the surface and in the pores of your skin. The violet light pouring out of your third eye, out of your physical eyes, passing in and out of every opening in your body, including the pores. Front, back, underneath, even your armpits and your groin. Violet light. Violet light, just ask it to come on up. It's organic energy and it is needed in you and outside of you. Now, as you come up with this violet light, I want you to park it. I want you to park it the distance, the length between your middle finger and where your thumb could sit on your chest. That space in there, I want that whole area to be violet light. I want it to be a flame, etheric flame rolling all the way around your body, head to toe, between your legs, on top of your legs, between your arms and your rib cage, on the outside of your arms, like gloves on your hands, like socks on your feet, pants on your body, shirt on your body, all over you. A violet flame. Know that as you speak it, it shall be. It always has been. There never was a time then that it never was in existence. It is in existence right now. You are playing with the energy, but you're breathing and bringing it in and up. As you continue to now do this, we're about on an hour, but we're going to keep going because you got to get this up and out. Everything that you've ever seen in you changed the program. Everything that you've ever seen within you that you didn't like, absorb it in unconditional love, compassion, and grace, and change the program. Change. 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 Divine intervention. Change. Divine being of presence. Change. Into a divine presence. Change. Change. Not just focus right and left and in front of you, but also behind you, into the ground and above you. Command it to change. Change. All the divine essence particles can hear you. Change. Change. And unconditional love, so be it. Change. Change. Now, at that point, there's a lot of tingling going on, so you can stop. All of this is going to change in front of you. You might pick up a pen and start writing and notice there's a violet flame, violet light popping on top. If you see it, you made it change. Visually, so that you can see it. The people with the right eyes can see it. Change. Now what you need in this space, right in there, bring it up here, like the base of my throat, right here, on the tip out, you need to see, like if your arm was there, you need to see, tell that energy field to give you a 3-foot space all the way around your body, all over your head as well, a 3-foot space all the way underneath you of a golden flame. It could be a whitish golden flame. It can have a slight tint of lavender, but a golden flame nonetheless, like this gold. See, I did it last week. See that gold? See that gold with the black? You want that kind of gold light in your field right now. That's why I bought this, you see. It's a reminder. I want that kind of gold light in my field. And there's a reason why I'm wearing the 2 colors. Gold flame, 3 feet in that zone. Somebody said, well, what if I wanted 6 feet? Then do it. What if I wanted 9 feet? So do it. Last week, we were doing 9-foot ranges. You can still do that again. 9 feet. But if you're going to do 9 feet in front of you, you got to complement it with 9 feet behind you, 9 to the right, 9 to the left, 1 and 2 o'clock zone, 9, Huh? 7 and 8, 9. 10 and 11, 9. 4 and 5 got to be 9. That whole zone has got to have it. There's no zone that can be left out. In other words, no zone can be unattended. It has to be filled in. Gold flame. Akhenaten says we're going to do something else before the show's off. I hear it and I'm going to share it anyway. So be it. Gold flame. Change. Ask the gold flame to change that which is in that field. Raise its temperature. Raise its vibration. Purify. Change. Divine intervention. Divine increase. Switch. Change. Positive. Changes. Negativity. Dissolved and erased. Negative thoughts and feelings. Dissolve and erase. Any bit of doubt in your mind that you are alive and well. Dissolve and erase any doubts of that. Scan the whole area. 360 degrees. Scan all the way around you. Scan underneath. Scan above. Diagonally scan. Drop that light also back in your eyes, along the retina of your eyes. Get it down in there. Clear it out. Violet light is sitting there too. Let it all mix with the white light. Let it all mix. Roll it around. Gaze it out. Gaze it out. Gaze it out. Very good. Now, I have on this black hat for a reason. See the color of this black hat? That's the next flame you're going to drop in place. So focus on your, if you did that 9-foot radius out there of the golden flame, right where your fingertips would be, from your wrist to your fingertips, start putting in a black flame, an etheric black flame from the wrist point of the 9-foot zone to the fingers. Start rolling in place a black flame. Focus the awareness from the right through the center, through the left, and release it. Be aware of the back from the right to the left, release it. Be aware of the top, release it, and the bottom, release it. 360 degrees above a black flame. A globular black flame. Underneath that is a gold color like this, underneath it. Underneath that gold color, closer to your body, is the violet flame, which is now encased on top of the white light. The black flame is invisibility. The black flame acts like a vacuum cleaner, a suction cup. So I'm going to tell you, there's something sitting in your space that shouldn't be there. Use the black flame. I want you to mentally say to it or whom that is hidden within this space, you must stand up in the name of whatever you want to say. Whatever you say. It's God, Christ, Buddha, whatever you want to say, make it stand up and show its face to you. I guarantee you, if you close your eyes down a little or close your physical eyes down and look with your third eye, you're going to see some stuff in there you don't like. It's I'll tell you what's in there. It's going to be your own doubts and fears that are in there mixed with everybody else's. It's going to be your anger points in there and your low self-esteem mixed with everybody else that's been in touch with you that carries the same stuff. And as whatever the media has been throwing at you, it's in that black frame and flame. Commanded to rise up and be gone. Rise up and go. Now. Rise up and go. Now. In fact, scan with your eyes. Rise up and go. Now. You don't belong here. You're not of divine love. You're not of any consciousness. You're low vibration. Get out. Now, where should it go? Send it to the unknown quadrants of the universe, where it will be purified. Focus behind you, do the same to the right, to the left, beneath you, and above you. All 12 zones, all the way around the body, diagonally as well. I know it's working. I know you're doing it because I can feel it come through the energy here. Are you ready now? It's skedaddling. It's running out of your space because it can't hide. As it runs out of your space because it can't hide, right as the last ones leave, you're going to feel a coolness, right? That means the space is clear. At this time, just say, another gold flame show up now, or appear now, or rise up another gold flame, just like this gold. It's going to mix with the black, about the length of your hand, and then beyond that point is all gold. And what do you want to do? Another 9 feet out. So, if you wanted to, it was 9 gold first on top of the violet, or the violet extended through your body out through your skin and expanded itself. It got pulled out to 9. And then was 9 more, and then of gold. Then it was 9 more of black. That's 27. Then it was 9 more. That was 36. Now, 36 out that way, 36 that way is what? 72. 36 that way, 36 that way is 72. You might say that's 144. It's more than that. 36 out that way, 36 out that way, 36 out that way, 36 out that way, all the way around your body. 72 once, 72 twice, 72 3 times, 72 4 times. That's 288. You needed another 72. Actually, you needed another 144. 72 up and 72 down. So 288 and 144. If you get the math, 88 and 44 is what? 32. So we got 432. 432. That's almost pretty close to what? A C note. Middle C is 256. $512 is a C note higher, 2 octaves higher. 432 is beneath 440, which is also a C. It's all in the C's. Can you see? It's all in the C's. Can you see? Now you have created the four-fold flame. Akhenaten says, in this short moment, we're going to do this for 5-10 minutes. Take all of that you have, inhale upon it, and draw it in. Draw it in. Draw it in. And draw it to about here. In other words, if your arm is out to here in front of you, curl the arms a little bit, just like in a Qigong or a Tai Qigong class, like you're holding the ball. You got a ball of light in front of you, you're holding a ball of light behind you to the right and left. All in that zone contain all of this. All in that zone contain all of this. Make it work for you. Contain, contain, contain. Make it work for you. As you're making this energy work for you, just allow it to be. So, what you're going to do, despite what others might think or say, you're going to survive, you're going to be fine, and you're going to do your thing. Why? Because you too are a master. You just do your walk a little different from someone else's. And you've been doing it before others came on the scene, and you still do it. So I want to thank you for joining me this evening and allowing yourself your remembrance. Because after all, it is your remembrance. Love yourself, see love in the world, practice unconditional love. It all starts with you. Divine light is within you, it starts with you. Divine grace is you, it starts with you. Compassion is you, it starts with you. And when it's all said and done in the higher planes, it still all started with you. And it's all right. It is all right. We will be fine. So allow yourself to go through whatever you need to go through, but pick yourself up and radiate light. You know, you can radiate light in other ways too. Start walking around in your neighborhood and speak to your neighbors more. Radiate light. Show unconditional love. Radiate light. Keep sharing your light. Radiate the light. No one has to tell you to do anything. Be yourself. Remember, be yourself, love yourself, and yourself shall prevail. Self-preservation is the first law of nature anywhere in this universe, matrix or not. You still must survive. Your higher self is depending on you to survive, and you shall survive. We're all masters. Each and every one of us is a master. I'm going to close this show out. Before I do, I want to thank you for being here with me. We got 90 minutes in. This replaced our Blog Talk Radio show. Now I got to go back to Blog Talk Radio show and write up my show for next week. Now I won't be here on the 23rd. I won't be broadcasting Blog Talk Radio on the 23rd. And I won't be broadcasting, of course, on Thanksgiving Day there or whatever day you want to call it. I will be out of town. I expect to be out of town. I expect to be enjoying myself with my spiritual family, students, and you name it. And then I expect to be someplace else and then get back here Sunday night, which will be the 27th. Or get back in here in the daytime of the 27th. So, I'm not going to be here. I won't be broadcasting. But I may very well broadcast a show on the 22nd, which is a Tuesday. Now, I just will broadcast it. Do my best to broadcast it at 4 p.m. a show on Tuesday the 22nd. And I don't know, I might do a little show on Ustream. If not, I'll let you know. You can always come to Ustream and play the previous shows. You can go to my YouTube channel. Just look me up as Brother Francis E. Revels-Bey or Circle of Grace 1 there on YouTube, and you'll see all my shows there. You can just watch the shows. We shall be fine. We'll be fine. because we are the universe. We asked to be here. We asked to understand some things on how to get things together. We're going to get it together and we're going to be fine. Also, if you need assistance, maybe you want other spiritual life coaching, I have other colleagues out. Go to www.mariadeandrea, mariadandrea.com. Look her up and get some assistance there. Or go to a life and love guide, transformation guide, Diana Nieves at www.diananieves.com. Or go to Woman's Healing Zone, which is Kamani Divine out in Montclair, New Jersey. Woman Healing Zone, or Woman's Healing Zone. www.womanshealingzone and get some assistance there. There's assistance all over the place. Tap into it. Utilize it. It's there for you to utilize. It's there for all of us to keep keep the light out on the planet no matter what. Keep expressing the light. It's essential. And guess what? We will know where we're going. There's no such if you keep saying you don't know where you're going, then you will never know where you're going. You'll get caught up in more delusions. So don't claim you don't know where you're going. Say, I've done this before, I remember, and I shall remember. And the lights will turn on the inside. All right, now we're going to proceed. I'm going to close out. I'm going to take a break and relax a little bit. Maybe I'll watch a DVD. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go outside and just check the stars. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll watch some TV. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll sing or dance. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do some Tai Chi. Maybe I won't. Okay. I love you all. Thank you for supporting me, whoever you are in the system watching today. I'll be back here tomorrow at about 5 p.m. right here on Ustream with the regular Ustream.tv program. And of course, I'll be here next Thursday as well. So next Wednesday on Blog Talk, I'll be in. And then that following Thursday, I'll be in. But the week after that, I won't be around until the next week. Gotta laugh at this self. Gotta laugh at yourself. So I'll get that show in on November the 30th, which is a Wednesday for Blog Talk Radio, and then December the 1st, which is a Thursday, I'll get in my Ustream show. So we got shows that we're still doing here. Thank you for joining me. If you want to be in touch with me, you can look me up at http://circleofgrace1.byregion.net. You could email me at iam.circlegrace1@gmail.com and iam.circlegrace1@yahoo.com. You can go to my Blog Talk Radio show, www.blogtalkradio.com/circle-of-grace-1, or you could come here to Ustream and look at some old shows, but you got to watch them within a month's time that they're here, which is, of course, this channel right here. Or you go to YouTube, www.youtube.com/user, USER, which is me, slash, without any dashes now, Circle of Grace 1, and you can see every show I've ever done from 2009, live streaming, right there. If you want to email me your questions and comments, you can. Yes, I'm still doing PDFs. I'm going to put together some others for next year. We're going to fill it up, and we're going to have a ball, and you're going to be in touch, and I'm teaching now how to channel. You want to find out how to get a hold of that. There's some payment fees that go with that. Once a month, twice a month, 3 times, and 4 times, and I got some other ways in which you can pay for it now. So I'm getting up out of here, but until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we are alive and well in the age of remembrance. See you real soon. Thank you so much for watching my show today, and I'll be back next week.
I love you unconditionally.